Hello, my friend. Welcome. We're talking about the full moon in Capricorn, 29 degrees of Capricorn, and it's happening a little less than 24 hours from now, depending where in the world you are. This will be happening for me Sunday morning in my time zone. And we're going to talk about what this full moon represents as far as your personal power, your spiritual connection, the way that some sudden and unexpected shifts and events might come in to shake things up a bit, and ultimately what you're up to with what you're creating and manifesting in the world. There's a culmination of both your expansion over the past few weeks, as well as an important cycle that began back in 2011 that is coming to fruition in some interesting ways right now. So we're going to dive in and go through the pieces of this full moon and the very beautiful energy of it. If you just breathe into your experience right now and notice how you are feeling in your body, I'm going to invite you there first. I know that I'm feeling a very beautiful, expansive energy with this full moon, and I want to break down what all the pieces of this are. So let's talk first about the 29-degree placement. The 29th degree is the mastery degree of a sign. It's the very last degree. So there's a way that any significant astrological event falling on 29 degrees invites us into mastery over whatever journey is represented by what's happening. In this case, we're talking about the moon, which of course is the flowy, deep, subconscious, intuitive connection to all the parts of you. But it's happening in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about structure, containment, diligence, making things happen by doing the work in a very practical way. And the moon placed in Capricorn is an interesting journey, right? Because we're taking all that depth of intuition of who you are and putting it into structure to create. Now, if you happen to be a native Capricorn moon like me, then you know this isn't the easiest placement in the world. And it's not always the easiest journey to embrace when we're working with taking the depths of your intuition and putting it into very clear, practical structure. But that is one piece of what this moon is about. So we're at a full moon collectively at the mastery degree of the sign of Capricorn: dedication, ambition, creating what you're here to create, diligent, determined action. We could look at this as a meeting of coming together of masculine and feminine energy, the depths of the gifts of the moon with the ability to very practically put those gifts into action. With the full moon, there's a harvest and a release moment happening here. So if you know where this moon is placed in your chart, 29 degrees Capricorn, if you know, for example, what house that falls in, that's going to give you a bit more information about the area of your life that you can specifically look to for a very significant and powerful release and harvest of pure creative energy really coming together. The depths of that feminine creative power meeting what we'd call the masculine structure of putting things out into the world. Now, let's look at a few more things that are making this full moon really interesting and particularly powerful. This full moon is conjunct Pluto. This takes this moment of release and harvest to the very depths of the deepest possible transformation, because Pluto is about the complete, down to the bone, utter transformation. Pluto is also about power and your personal power. And I'm talking your true power. There's a lot of distortion around the concept of power. And for many, there may have been a way that you've seen power misused, and as a result, you have disconnected from or pushed away your own true power. Or perhaps it's been made wrong in some way, or confused. Whatever is and has gone on with your personal power, this is a moment to call it back, because the full truth of you is what the world needs right now. So, I'm going to invite you with this full moon to notice your relationship to the truth of your own power and to call back wherever that may have been disconnected. You may want to create a ritual around this for yourself. Bit more about this moon. Let's look back at this whole lunar cycle. It started with the new moon in Cancer, which invited you to go deep into self-care and what you truly need on an emotional level to support what you are creating and actively putting out into the world. And as a result of the last couple of weeks of this lunar cycle, and this is true, by the way, whether you're consciously tracking this or not. The beauty of astrology is you're not going to miss anything. You're not going to not get it if you didn't know what was going on with the moon. There's no not doing it right. We're talking about inner and outer energy patterns that are happening, and we're simply becoming aware of and connecting to them more deeply so that you can consciously tap into the power of all that is going on. So with that in mind, no getting it wrong, with this new moon a couple of weeks ago, there was a deep invitation for a new level of connection to self-care, to the emotional inner journey, to really connecting to what you truly, truly, truly need. And it's with that connection to the truth of who you are inwardly that Capricorn energy of get it done creation is able to very easily, effortlessly, and powerfully flow through you out into the world. So I'm going to invite you with this full moon to notice a moment of harvest of what are you grateful for? And also, what are you releasing with this full moon? What are you letting go of to allow more of your true connection to who you are that allows your gifts to easily, effortlessly flow out into the world? What are you grateful for? And what are you ready and willing to release? Take a moment in your own time, reflect, journal, or ritualize this if you choose. Because with the energy of Pluto, plus a couple more pieces we'll talk about real quickly, this is a powerful full moon of deep transformation. Last couple of pieces. This full moon is in a trine with Uranus. This is the wild card energy of sudden, often unexpected shifts or inner or outer changes that wake you up to a higher level of consciousness. So having the energy of both Pluto and Uranus working together in this full moon in a trine is very interesting, deep, and powerful, because we have Pluto's long, slow, deep transformation happening, and then we have Uranus energy coming in very suddenly in lightning-like shifts, opening you up to the next level. So we've got both of that happening in this moment of harvest and release. And we also have this full moon in a sextile with Neptune. And here's where I want to talk about 2011. Back in 2011, Neptune moved into Pisces, began a new journey of connection to your true creative power, your creative energy, and your connection to spirit, to source. That's all Neptune. Pure, connected with the universe, love, flowing energy. Neptune in Pisces takes this very deep. So to say that another way, since 2011, you've been on a new journey of connection to your spiritual and creative power in some way. Within the past couple of months, this journey has come to a culmination, a mastery degree, as Neptune reached 29 degrees of Pisces. Once again, there's that 29-degree angle of mastery. So we're in a more longer-term journey of mastering this creative power, this connection to your source energy. And this full moon is in a sextile, a powerful, productive working relationship with this deep journey around mastering your spiritual connection, your spiritual practice. So we have a coming together in this full moon, mastery of your spiritual practice and creative journey, depths of transformation with Pluto, connection to your personal power, and sudden, unexpected, lightning-like shifts possible with Uranus. We could use the words miracles being possible with this full moon, of a depth of waking up, a depth of connection, to who you are. All of this is related to the intuitive, deep, watery, emotional nuances of your moon, your emotional body, but in the very creative, practical, structured domain of Capricorn. This is a moment to create. This is a moment to create from the depths of your power and to know that the truth of you comes through easily with this connection that is deepening in this moment. I would love to hear in the comments if this resonates with you, what you are creating, manifesting, fully allowing in, owning with this powerful moon. Let me know. I would love to celebrate that with you. And I'm also opening up some spaces for readings right now. If you would like to look at how this full moon is personally impacting your chart, I will drop the link in the comments for that, especially if there is a desire to move forward in clarity and expansion in what's coming through your work, your purpose, what you're up to in creating in this world. Big leaps are possible with this very powerful full moon. Sending you tons of love. Please like and subscribe and share if this has been helpful. And I will see you soon. Take good care.